So here is our tadpole situation. A few weeks ago, one of my kids brought in several tadpoles. You can see one. I'm going to zoom in on it right there. It's really kind of tiny, although it looks big. It's probably from tip to tail. It's probably, I guess, about 1.25 inches long and over across. The way is a bigger one. It's hard to find. I'm looking through the screens. This one is probably about 2 inches, maybe 2.25 inches. I'm thinking this one might be a leopard frog tadpole, and I think the other one, I'm going to go slowly so you don't get sick, is a tree frog. And the reason I think it's a tree frog is because all of the other little tadpoles on this side have become little frogs. A couple of them drowned. I had a little it was like a little water feature that's kind of like a little cave, and two of the little frogs drowned. I don't know what happened. I'm going to go around to the side so you can see, maybe see if I can get it to focus on this little guy on the side. Yeah, but it's distorted. I don't know exactly, but that's a little bit better. I don't know exactly what happened. I guess they went on top of this little cave thing, or maybe went inside it and then couldn't get to the surface to breathe. So instead I turned over a little water dish. You can see it right there. Lowered the water level and gave them a surface to climb onto, so when they start breathing. And then over here I made a little kind of terrarium. You can see what I already, these are the little frogs. Can you see that cuteness? Let me focus on it. That's called cuteness. It's still got a little nub of a tail, that one does. They are probably, I'm looking at them, their body length is maybe 1/3 of an inch long. And I just fed them fruit flies. There's at least 4 in there that I saw. You can see one, there's some fruit flies. Actually, there's a fruit fly right on the camera. I got some wingless fruit flies. I'm going to show you what that container looks like. It's pretty it's really gross. Down in the bottom, I guess this blue stuff is food. There they all are. And there's some larvae in there, just different stages of development. I've got one from the other day. This one's super gross. Let's see, there's the fruit flies, and the little white things are their larvae. So they're mating and laying eggs. They're developing, I guess, those white little rice looking things. The real palish green things are the larvae. The little things that look like sesame seeds are the pupae. And then you can see in the blue some more little larvae developing. Larvae, I guess it's plural. So, I like this container better. This one, I think I couldn't keep from squishing a few of them. It's just got a little hole right here. I guess they're supposed to just come and go as they please. I just don't want fruit flies walking everywhere, because they're walking everywhere now. But there's that one little frog. I'm going to come in here kind of closer. They were eaten a little while ago. They were cute. There's 3 of them. Right over 1, 2, 3. You can see them all cute. These look like big frogs, only they're tiny. And that one's, you see that one's moving, he's eating. When they eat, their little eyes blink. They're 8 something. I'm doing this so the kids can see them. They like to watch the videos. Look at the tiniest little toes too. Oh my gosh. When I worked at camp, we'd see these kind of little, they're tree frogs. They can go onto the sides of this. Always have to make sure there's not any there. But when I worked at camp, we used to call these Barbie doll frogs. But you can see it's starting to get, that one that just ate, I'm starting to see a little pattern in its legs. They're just cute. So there's little fruit flies walking around in there. There's fruit flies walking around everywhere. There's maybe a couple of them drowned. I don't know. There's the one that's the newest. The newest of the new. I'm gonna try zooming in. It's gonna be out of focus for a second. Oh my gosh, that focused well. Look how pretty. So now I'm gonna creep over here to these others again. Find them. Oh gosh. You can see its little bumps and everything. Kind of trying to turn it sideways. I'm hoping I'm not making you sick. Look, he's gonna be a right pretty little frog. So these came out of our friend Brody, and there's little, since it's so close, it's going to be pixely. These little guys came out of our friend Brody's little stream. His dad was telling me the other day that they had seen, there's a fruit fly it's looking at, that one, you see the fruit fly over to the two fruit flies. They had seen some frogs mating, I guess, and they went in their pool, and he said there was a whole strand of eggs there. I don't know what kind of frogs. Oh, there's 3 of the fruit flies. They're flightless, but they're very crawly. I wonder if it'll get any of them. Maybe it's full. I've been worried. I brought the fruit flies, and they didn't seem interested. Maybe they were still living off their food stores in their tail. Maybe it's going to eat them is what I'm waiting on. I wish I could. I'm going to try to steady this a little bit more. I rested on the tank. I had trapped some ants too. The way I did that, I got a little bowl and I broke up some peppermint candies that we had and left them out on the sidewalk for a few minutes. And they were really quickly saturated with focusing on those fruit flies. They're really saturated with ants. And I put these outside because I didn't want ants everywhere. It's really kind of a hard life I've got here. I didn't want ants everywhere, so I put the little frogs out overnight after dropping ants in there. I don't know how long the ants stayed, and I was hoping really hard that they didn't bite on our little frogs, but they didn't apparently. It made me cry when we saw that one had died. But they go underneath. What I did here is I've just got spring water that I bought at the store, and that's what I put in my for my tarantula and for Pedra, the leopard frog. And I had initially started out with, oh, there's one I'm going to eat. And I initially started out with water from our trout tank. I'm having a little trouble with that. I've got a video. I'm kind of hold me up. It's really sideways. Somehow or the other, I turned the camera the wrong way. And I can't figure out how to resolve that issue. So anyway, these are the little frogs. Too full to eat, apparently. I wish I'd gotten a few more. I think you saw the one eat, so I don't feel so bad. Anyway, hope the kids like this.